siento yo. ¿Cómo? Báilalo. Siento yo. ¿Cómo? Báilalo. Gózalo. Báilalo. Gózalo.
Our final Valencian adventure takes us to the heart and soul of the city with its vibrant mix of music, food and architecture.
Sé que ya no volverá. Hoy quiero recordar que te fuiste para siempre. Sin ti yo ya no sé vivir. Me he acostumbrado a ti y no quiero perderte. Si no te tengo, primo, si no te tengo.
Having explored the more contemporary city of arts and sciences, the Valencia city centre was less of a step back in time but more of a blend of its architectural history. What does take you back is the old town, with its striking medieval gates that once protected the walled city. This is in fact the oldest part of Valencia, full of more beautiful plazas than you can count. But none quite as lively as the Plaza of the Virgin, sitting right at the heart of the old city, where you come across tourists and street performers alike. You could say it is the beating heart of the city, as a lot of festivals and processions use the square, especially during traditional Spanish celebrations like Las Fallas. And of course, you have cafes lining the edges of the square, places frequented by both locals and tourists. All that was left to do was find a spot to try horchata, a traditional Valencian drink made from tiger nuts. We went for the famous Horchateria Santa Catalina, a pretty popular spot by the look of things. The cafe itself is beautifully decorated with hand-painted ceramic tiles reflecting Valencian motifs. As for the horchata itself, it's usually served cold with fardons, these long, soft pastries that you dip into the drink. Let's get Tash's verdict.
What does it taste like?
Very almondy.
Turns out tiger nuts taste like a cross between coconuts and almonds.
They're really cool.
What?
These. Look at them.
As well as numerous cafes and restaurants, it would be impossible to miss the tourist shops dotted around the plazas. Valencia is actually quite well known for ceramic production, and this is reflected in the majority of its tourist shops. And so began Operation You've Already Bought One Like This. I didn't mind too much though. It was nice to explore all the local businesses and buy from the independent shops. Each one made it harder to decide on what souvenir to get because they were all really, really good. It was going so well until Tash spotted a Zara. And off she goes.
Tash, we're not here to shop.
Tiempo platearon mi ser. Sentí que un soplo la vida otra vez.
I think it's fair to say that one of the defining features of a Spanish city are their covered public markets, a tradition that goes back centuries to the medieval period where weekly open markets were held in Spanish towns that grew around plazas. The markets have evolved into these beautiful iron, ceramic and stained glass buildings inspired by a mix of Valencia's Art Nouveau architecture and industrial construction. A hallmark of the Valencian Central Market is its several pitched roof sections and the two large domes bringing in natural light, with the height variations also helping out with natural ventilation. Anyways, moving on from my day job, the market itself is deeply rooted in Valencian daily life with displays of roughly 300 stalls and a huge variety of goods, from fruit and vegetables to meat, charcuteries, seafood, pastries, you name it. It also turned out to be a much better alternative to our hotel's very limited breakfast options.
I'm gonna get that York and queso ham and cheese.
It is worth noting that since this is a market, unless you're at a stall that offers it, you've got to make your own seating arrangements. Something which wasn't hard to find outside with steps and ledges from the surrounding plaza. And we didn't even look too out of place.
Is it good? Bravo, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the guy in the background admiring the market's beautiful architecture. We continued exploring the old city, where every twist and turn revealed a new hidden gem. From the grand entrances of local churches to ornate facades on regular buildings. The long views down the narrow medieval streets are framed perfectly, with towers and domes drawing your eyes along the distance. Visual anchors that are typical of Spanish urban composition. It goes without saying that Valencia is synonymous with cycling, a transport choice reflected by their beautiful outdoor spaces and how well connected the city's transport links are. So it only made sense that we spend our whole trip riding up and down the Turia riverbed to our destinations.
I am a cyclist girl. I feel like I need to be in a country like this where I can cycle and have the sun
Okay.
touching my skin.
Bravo. You will one day.
I hope so.
And for visual reference, I give you our trusty cycle cam, capturing our journey on a transport mode that became second nature to living in Valencia. Cue the montage. It was quite the workout making our way east of the city to its coastline. You can tell someone worked up quite an appetite. So it was rather convenient that the full stretch of the beachfront is lined with restaurants.
I want like fish.
I'm sure there'll be lots of fish.
Whilst we were spoilt for choice, we headed further down the promenade to somewhere less likely to be tourist bait. And Tash did get her seafood platter in the end. Along with a nice view of the beach.
Quisiera ser como el agua que te baña. Quisiera ser como el sol que te acaricia. Quisiera ser sombra de tu sombra. Risaré en tu risa. Dale.
Vamos a ver.
As we get to the end of our adventure in Valencia, there was just one thing left to do that didn't require any more cycling. As you can see, Tash was hanging in there, but we would soon be revived with a flamenco show at Garibaldi. Less of a big tourist spectacle, and more of a genuine, intimate performance. The small space made for the perfect acoustics, and we got the best seats higher up at the back. So sit back and enjoy some highlights to close out the show.
baile también Carlos Ruiz. Al cante Pilar Pacheco.
A la guitarra de guitar Helen Festra.
A big thank you to the flamenco performers for providing a fitting soundtrack to our trip. I hope you all enjoyed coming along on this journey through what is undoubtedly one of the best cities in the world.